What it do? What it do? What it do? Water is water, but there's a whole lot going on under surface, man. You already know what the vibe is, man. It's the V to the B to the Y to the Z, and don't forget my Oasis, man. Grand Risings. We gonna be all we could be and be the best we could be. Choices, chances, and changes. Dedication, determination, and discipline. If it ain't adding value to you, cut it and don't add value to it. You know what I'm me? Respect to all the guys and the goddesses that's out there saving their money, time, and energy. You know what I'm me? You heard me. You already knew what it is, man. You already know who it is, man. It's the V to the B to the Y to the Z. It's viable, man. You know what I'm saying? If you on the channel, that means you're vibing high. You understand what I'm saying? If you new, you don't know what to do, hit D. All of the above. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Any donations, contributions, you want to invest in music, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You want to make any purchases on the products, you can find that number in the description. You can email me. Also, you can cash at me at $781THEVBYZ. Let's get it. Yeah, send me. You heard me. And look, my 2 cents, you can either cash out, throw it in the wishing well, and wish me well. So always do your research. I don't eat where you shh, and you don't shh where I eat. You know what I'm saying? But what's down with y'all, man? You heard me. Y'all send me. We in this bitch. We in the woods. Nice little kickoff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Getting that prana. Getting that free energy. Man, I took a sun nap earlier. You know what I'm saying? Just took a nap in the sun. Charged up. Felt good as a motherfucker. You feel me? But yeah, I wanted to chop it up with y'all, you know what I'm saying, about that glow. You heard me? Like, what really that glow, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, that reddish hue, you know what I'm saying, that you just polish, you know what I'm saying, just you heard me? All the way down type shit. You did, you like, yeah, you feel me? So what's down with y'all, man? All my guys out there, man, all my gladiators that's out there saving their life force essence. What's the vibe, man? Vamos, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? Thrash the like button, you know what I'm saying? Thrash the like button, you heard me? Take some stress out on the like button, you heard me? Smash that. Let me have that, you heard me? But yeah, man, what's down with y'all, you heard me? So we gonna talk about that glow, right? What really give you that glow? You understand what I'm saying? Because look, we all are flowers, right? You know what I'm saying? So looking at it from that aspect, you are always blooming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always in flowering state because there's 3 different states, right? You got seedling, you got veg, and then you got flowering. You understand what I'm saying? So when you in flowering mode, that means you always producing. You understand what I'm saying? Now see, veg mode, you dig? That's when you gathering all the nutrients. You understand what I'm saying? You starting to spread out your branches and shit like that. More leaves coming so you can start to receive more of that gamma radiation. You hear me? And then once you store up all that energy, you dig? Now you start to produce the fruits, which become flower state. You understand what I'm saying? So you constantly are in flower state. You understand what I'm saying? And what give you that glow is that you are constantly you are constantly releasing these pheromones. You understand what I'm saying? These feel good pheromones, you know what I'm saying? These pheromones of la pareza, that purity. You understand what I'm saying? You're spreading those pheromones of that childlike energy. You understand what I'm saying? You got so much going on, like, and then another thing, what it really is, you got the spirit of the Most High dwelling within your vehicle. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know, being on this practice, it comes with a tremendous form of protection, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual protection, mental protection, physical protection. Is like, you know what I'm saying, being on SR, you heard me, is like having an extra life insurance policy, you know what I'm saying? Like having an extra health insurance policy, you heard me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You giving yourself a better opportunity to recover from bodily injuries, you know what I'm saying? To rewire the mind and to strengthen the neurons, you know what I'm saying? Also, just to give you that spirit of resilience, you know what I'm saying? To always stay tenacious, you dig? Nah, like I said, what gives you that glow, you know what I'm saying? Like what really make you look so radiant and you booming and shit. Cause I remember, bro, I had got off the bus and there was this bus driver one time and she called me Sonny. And I was like, why she called me that? I ain't think nothing of it type shit, you heard me? But every time she see me, she be like, what's down? What's up, Sonny? You know what I'm saying? I be like, what's down? You heard me? Boom, go sit down with the whoop type shit. And then one time I asked her, I was like, why you call me Sonny? She was like, you just be so bright. You always so bright and shit. And I was like, man, that's crazy type shit. Cause you don't really be, sometimes you don't know how other people perceive you or see you. You understand what I'm saying? Or the reality sometimes outside yourself, because you live in the reality that's within you. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, you know, your skin be glowing, bro. Your smile be bright. Your eyes be bright. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that glow, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to that glow, bro, I mean, it's the life force that's just bedazzling out your goddamn eye sockets from your cheekbones, you know what I'm saying? Getting straightened, your eyes getting tightened, you understand what I'm saying? Like, your energy is more uppity type shit, you feel me? Like, you did, like, you heard me? Like, what else could I tell you type shit? Like, you, like, man, you got all of this stored inside this vehicle, man. You got the serotonin on top. You got the dopamine on top, you know what I'm saying? The melatonin on top. You got the testosterone and the DHT on top, you know what I'm saying? Because you storing this life force essence. So you did, you feel like your childlike self again, bro. You got all this energy and shit. You springing around. You constantly got to find yourself being busy. So you got all this energy. You got all this pure blood, this pure plasma, this pure semen, you know what I'm saying? These pure blood cells, pure white cells. You understand what I'm saying? The body is starting to radiate even more. You understand what I'm saying? The electricity and the magnetism start to revolve even more. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to marinate just a little bit more. So that energy is getting more potent. You understand what I'm saying? You stand in your word a lot. You know what I'm saying? You stand in your books. You know what I'm saying? You stand on your spiritual practices. You understand what I'm saying? You doing your prayer work. You feel me? You doing your gratifications. You understand what I'm saying? You doing that you know what I'm saying? You do that stuff that satisfy you and gratify you spiritually. You understand what I'm saying? You doing that gratitude. You doing affirmations. You meditating. You doing prayer work. You understand what I'm saying? You got all these other different energies that you feeding. It's like a light bulb. You understand what I'm saying? You constantly adding voltage to this light bulb. The more voltage that the light bulb would get, the brighter it's gonna glow. The brighter it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So boom, you run around this bitch. You run around this bitch like red off the red. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? You got that glow type ish. You got that reddish hue. They see all of this energy in your body. You know why? Because especially if you working out a lot, you got all that circulation. You understand what I'm saying? All that circulation. All of those, you know what I'm saying, molecules on the micros and the macros, you know what I'm saying, on the mineral level. You understand what I'm saying? Because we are electromagnetic beings, right? So the more active you is, the more potent you is, the more clean your vehicle is. You understand what I'm saying? This whole lifestyle is a process of getting squeaky clean. You heard me? This whole practice, this whole lifestyle is you getting out with the old and bettering yourself. Mastery of self, self-knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? And then also, you learning, like, what foods not to eat, what foods to eat. We'll have that coming up on the next video. You know what I'm saying? Because there's 3 different food types. There's Tajistic, Razivic, And it's another one. You understand what I'm saying? Sativa. You understand what I'm saying? There's 3 different food groups. One is light, one is medium, and one is dual. One to keep you smooth, one to keep you in the air, and then one to bring you down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? The comfort landing, insomnia. I mean, not insomnia, but you understand what I'm saying? Itis. You know what I'm saying? But you know, all these different factors, you heard me, is what really take place and why you got that glow. You understand what I'm saying? But the main factors, you know what I'm saying, first and foremost, is the Most High, is the source, is the all of all, is dwelling within your life force. You understand what I'm saying? 2, what you eating. You understand what I'm saying? The fruit, veggies, and herbs. You know what I'm saying? The charged up foods, the electromagnetic foods. You understand what I'm saying? Getting that sunlight, you dig? Like the blood has become more pure. You being on this lifestyle, you being on this practice, you purifying your blood, right? So boom, you getting all that dust, all of that darkness, all of those free radicals, all of those carcinogenic cells outside of your bloodstream, outside of your vessels, outside of your body. Now the light can pass through even more. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you cleaning up the rivers and the lakes around the world, getting all the trash and shit and plastic bags out this bitch. Now you can really see the river. You understand what I'm saying? When people eating nasty, eating funky, they blood not clean, they blood not healthy. You understand what I'm saying? They got a weak immune system. You understand what I'm saying? The pH level on their plasma, they blood, you know what I'm saying? All the different liquids that's within the body, the bones, osteoporosis type shit itself. You understand what I'm saying? All of those different factors play in to you having that glow. You understand what I'm saying? And then when everything recovering, everything getting healthy, you radiating. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this give life. You understand what I'm saying? What's dangling between your legs, you heard me? Like, what's in the sacred secreted chambers really got a whole nother being, a whole nother generation could come out of you. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you hold that, because it's 2 ways, man. Listen, it's 2 ways that a tree grow. We are walking trees, right? See, a tree grows simultaneously. The roots and the upper structure grow at the same time. See, the roots is below and the branches is above. As above, so below, right? You understand what I'm saying? So as your roots starting to get deeper, you understand what I'm saying? You starting to get more grounded. You starting to get more disciplined. You more dedicated. You more determined. You understand what I'm saying? To hold your life force essence so that you can become the greatest version of yourself. You understand what I'm saying? As you constantly doing that, those vitamins, those minerals, you understand what I'm saying? Because we are electromagnetic beings and the fruit, veggies, and herbs are electromagnetic base itself. You understand what I'm saying? So the more you eat that, the more it just continuously just wash, rinse, cycle, repeat, wash, rinse, out with the old. You understand what I'm saying? That's the mode that water getting clear, all that gunk coming out. You understand what I'm saying? Now the blood vessels, the blood itself, you understand, the red blood cells, the white blood cells, the plasma, all the different fluids, even the healthy mucus that retain itself within the body that is necessary to keep, you know what I'm saying, everything sliding and smooth, you know what I'm saying, keeping the hydraulics right, even transform itself, you understand what I'm saying? And that's what gives that radiant glow. You got all of those different fruit, veggies, and herbs inside your body, man. That's charged up from the sun. That's charged up from the earth. You understand what I'm saying? So what that's gonna do to you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna flow right into you, flow right out of you. You understand what I'm saying? All of those different electrolytes that you getting from these different foods. You understand what I'm saying? That is why you got the motherfucking glow. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your skin get healthier. That's one of the benefits of being on this lifestyle, you dig? So as your skin get healthier, you dig, you starting to hold in more sun. You know what I'm saying? Everything inside you cleansing. So as within, as out. as above as below. So what's inside you gonna show what's going on, you know what I'm saying? What's going on outside you gonna show what's going on inside you. You understand what I'm saying? So in your eyes. You hear me? Who that is? And that's one of the reggae artists, man. I can't think his name right now. I think his name Isaac something. That big go hard though, you heard me? I could see a million starlights holding me, holding me. Please come back to me. You heard me? But in your eyes, you know what I'm saying? They could see the light beaming like, you know what I'm saying? You ever was riding and the fucking motherfucker riding behind you and they got their high beams like a motherfucker blinding the fuck out you? That's how your eyes is. You understand what I'm saying? That's the light that's coming out your eyes. You understand? That's the light that's radiating off your voice. You understand what I'm saying? Like your voice is becoming more radiant. You understand what I'm saying? This glow is coming in different aspects. You dig? Like your voice getting more saucy, more salty. You know what I'm saying? More flavor, more season. You understand what I'm saying? Because the minerals and the vitamins that you backing up, you storing up. You dig? You not lacking. You understand what I'm saying? And you staying on the natural homeostasis. Your body's staying right where it needs to be, so you're not even getting any toxicities. You dig? So your throat is just extra lubricated, you know what I'm saying? Extra grease, you hear me? Extra right, you hear me? Extra, you dig? You got all the minerals and all of the, it's like a motherfucker playing the organs and shit. All of the pipes working and shit, you know what I'm saying? All of the steam and all of the airways is working right, you hear me? Throat sounding right, voices more preposterous. You understand what I'm saying? More gallant, covering more energy, more surface area, and you ain't even getting loud with a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? It's like what else really give you that glow, man? Like you holding your seed. You know what I'm saying? Like you holding that life force essence. Like I said, bro, it's two ways that a tree works, right? You know, and you spreading more roots, and at the same time you're growing more branches. So the more branches you grow, that's the more flowers you could develop. You understand what I'm saying? Eating the fruits of your labor, utilizing this energy to get you to the next level, whether that's in your career, your business, your entrepreneur, you're trying to get promotions, you're trying to move up, you're trying to get a job yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Better connections, you know what I'm saying? Better faces, places, and locations coming. You dig? When you're on this life force essence, you understand what I'm saying? It's like that little line when a motherfucker plugged up to the IV and it's going ting. You see the little check line and shit. You keep getting them check lines and shit. Your vitals is right, you know what I'm saying? You alive, you dig? You know what I'm saying? You got your jersey on and everybody out there really outside of you either playing for the same team, they're against you, or you know what I'm saying, they in the bleachers now. You dig? When you step into this lifestyle, bro, you a figure now, you know what I'm saying? People looking at you now, you know what I'm saying? You being held to a higher standard, whether you like it or not, you understand what I'm saying? Because they like, all right, you going this way, you might as well go all the way, you hear me type shit. You dig? So the water's gonna test you, people gonna test you, people gonna want the glow. Women gonna want the glow for sure, you know what I'm saying? If they can't get it out of you, they gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna want you to just, you know what I'm saying, abort mission on your own type shit. You hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying? The Jezebel want this glow, you heard me? She want to look shiny, you know what I'm saying? So she could be looking like the one that's the go-to, you dig? So she could capture most souls. That's how sneaky and devilish the motherfucking Jezebel is when she gets the glow. You know what I'm saying? When the Jezebel catch you slipping and cut your throat off a wet dream, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to indulge, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that control 365, 24/7, consciously, unconsciously, subconsciously. You hear me? Like, yeah, because they want the glow. They don't want you with it. See, a lot of people want to misuse and abuse the glow. You understand what I'm saying? They want to diffuse the glow when you got the glow, but they want to misuse and abuse and confuse the glow. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to try to get that up out of you. You understand what I'm saying? And you a man, you know what I'm saying? We men, so we straight. We don't play that homosexual shit. We don't play that gay shit, you know what I'm saying? But even men gonna want the fucking glow from you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, get out of here. Fucking dirtbag. Fucking smut. You're funky. bitch. You hear me? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking faggot. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, if the Jezebel get the glow, she gonna share the glow with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Then she gonna try to double back sometime down the line to try to, you know what I'm saying, drink from the pump again. So you gotta protect the glow. You know what I'm saying? See, the glow is allowing God to see you wherever you at in this realm of reality. Like, all right, God can see you where you at, wherever you at, anywhere you at, anytime. Omnipotent, omnipresent, omnikinesis. God can see you where you at all times, wherever you at, when you at. You know what I'm saying? The source, the universe, right? But when you saving this life force essence, that put a little bit more respect on the Most High name. That put a little bit more respect on the source name. You know what I'm saying? That put a little bit more respect on the creator of all creations name. That's giving honor. You understand what I'm saying? So guess what? As above, so below. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High seeing you protecting your physical body, so your spiritual body gonna get fed more. Your spiritual body get fed more. That trickles down to the ethers, to the intentions, to the emotions. You know what I'm saying? To the physical. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So that's where that glow starts to go in more. You understand what I'm saying? That's where that glow starts to go in more. You understand what I'm saying? And look, they gonna want to hold that bitch. You dig? Like, the glow is like that figure 4. You hear me? Like, you dig? Like a figure 8. You're smooth as a motherfucker. You dig? You know what I'm saying? And look, they want you to toss your pizza though. But hey, we got a cake bake for them. You hear me? Believe that. And they don't like that. They don't want to see you shining. They don't want to see you glowing. They don't want to see you coming around with all of this magnetism. You know what I'm saying? With all of this energy. All eyes on you. You heard me? The motherfuckers who thought they was popular are no longer popping. And you are the chicken and you are the motherfucking grease. You understand what I'm saying? Shh. And they like, you hear me? Out of here. You dig? And look, they gonna throw so much salt on your motherfucking name, but guess what? That's what make this shit poppin'. You know what I'm saying? Let them throw the flavor on that bitch. Throw salt on the motherfucking name. They gonna talk about you wherever you go because you got the glow. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the angels and the demons and the physical and the spiritual realm can see you even more, so the attacks gonna come. The attacks gonna come. They gonna test you for that glow. They gonna test you for that spiritual armor you got. They're going to test you for that spiritual shield. They're going to test you for that spiritual sword to see if you deserve that bitch. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna test you to see if you deserve this spiritual, you know what I'm saying, anointment. You know what I'm saying? It's anointings. They're going to test you to see if you deserve that shit. I'm telling you, they coming. They want the glow. You understand what I'm saying? Because the glow opens so many doors. It opens so many opportunities. You know what I'm saying? It give you favor over those who really not saving their life force essence. You understand what I'm saying? Because you are the more, not the lesser. You are an asset. You understand what I'm saying? Those who ain't saving their life force energy, they are liabilities. You understand what I'm saying? You heard me? Like, that shows in your energy. That shows in your face that you understand what I'm saying? You's an asset. You dig? You doing things that many people can't do, won't do, refuse to do. You understand what I'm saying? And you doing it head first, head on. You dig? Getting them honchos, being the head honcho. You hear me? And they don't like that. They trying to behead you. They trying to put you on their wall. You heard me? They trying to cash out on you, put another notch in their belt off you. The Jezebel's coming. You know what I'm saying? She want that glow. You heard me? She trying to look good in her daddy's eyes. You understand what I'm saying? You dig? And they gonna be on the devil's dick. You dig? If they get that. You dig? But you can't let them have that. You know what I'm saying? Physically, mentally, or spiritually. They're gonna try to drain you, bro. They're gonna try to take that energy. You know what I'm saying? See, your emotions and your intentions, that also is part of the glow. You understand what I'm saying? Being level-headed, you understand what I'm saying? Being grateful for what you have, being grateful for even being on this practice. You understand what I'm saying? They got some men in the world that don't even have a nutsack. They don't even have an elephant trunk. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's some men that had got a fucking vasectomy. So be grateful and be honored that you could even be on this practice. Be grateful and honored that you got the capacity of such determination and discipline and dedication to carry on like this. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not for everybody, you dig? You know what I'm saying? We not for everybody once we get on this lifestyle, you dig? You stepping into the realm of upper echelons, you dig? You stepping into the realm of high vibrational energy. And just because people in the city eating at 5-star restaurants with fucking Prada and Versace button downs on and shit, about to go to Coachella, that don't mean they in the highest vibration. The deeper you go into the city, the deeper the city life, you know what I'm saying, that's the lower the vibration we get into. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the most highest vibrational places you're gonna get into. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta protect your energy, you gotta protect your glow. And in order to keep the glow, you gotta constantly go get recharged. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta constantly plug your battery up. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta constantly get that good ass sleep. You gotta constantly eat those foods, those fruits, veggies, and herbs. You heard me? They got the macros, and the minerals. They got the vitamins. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta constantly go grounding. You did constantly take your cold showers, your hot showers. You understand what I'm saying? Making sure you getting that blood circulation, stretching, getting that cardio in, you know. Allow a little bit of that blood from the rest of the body to go to the brain. You know, get a little upside down type shit. You know what I'm saying? Staying hydrated. Man, I'm gonna get some more later. I had some coconut water. I ain't had no real coconut, but I had some coconut water. But later on, I'm gonna try coconut water with some limes in it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do it earlier, but I had bust that goddamn coconut water down. You hear me? But you know what I'm saying? Making sure that the body also getting a whole lot of that H3O. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Spending time in nature. Like I say, getting that fresh air. You dig? Allowing those lymph nodes, you know what I'm saying, to get that circulation in the breed. Making sure the vents of the body is righteous and the pores are open. You know, that's how we take care of the glow, man. That's how we keep the glow. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even the sun ain't out, but you still see the reddish hue. You know what I'm saying? We still vibing, we still right, we still litty. You know what I'm saying? It rained pretty much all day. You dig? You know when you got that glow, man, when the animals just, you know what I'm saying, pulling their masters and shit. You know what I'm saying? When the animals get to walking they fucking owners and shit. And they fucking choking these niggas and shit, making sure they don't walk up to you and sniff you and lick you and shit. That's when you know you got the glow. When you walk in the building and everybody just turn their heads before you walk in the door. That's when you know you got the glow. When you ain't gotta say shit but your energy speak. That's when you know you got the glow. You understand what I'm saying? Cause you in flow state. You know what I'm saying? You in glow state. You know what I'm saying? It's like Mario when he got that fucking mushroom and shit. He all rainbow and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got the rainbow coming outside you, man, radiating outside your eyes and shit. You know what I'm saying? You've been feeding. Some people are on different levels when it come to this celibacy, this brahmachari. You know what I'm saying? This semen retention life, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, all your chakras is in alignment. All of your chakra wheels are turning righteously, simultaneously, harmoniously, in synchronicity. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a river. The water is flowing right. The water not low. The water not polluted. The water not missing. The water got fish in it, got life in it. You know what I'm saying? The water fresh is running through rocks, aka the minerals, the vitamins, and the organs, the arteries that's within your body is transporting those minerals and those vitamins. You know, you don't have any blood clots. You understand me? You dig? You know what I'm saying? You don't have as many cancer cells as a normal motherfucker that's oozing out they oozing. You know what I'm saying? Oozing out they oozing. Their immune system is weak as fuck. Their mitochondria weak as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They running off of fumes and shit. You ain't living like that. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? The gas tank is on F. You feel me? Fully loaded. You hear me? You dig? Fully loaded. You know what I'm saying? And you got all of this energy inside you, bro. And it's marinating. It's creating a specific concoction. You know what I'm saying? It's releasing a specific type of smell, a specific type of scent, energetically, emotionally, intentionally, physically. You know what I'm saying? Through the eye gates, through the ears of the people. You know what I'm saying? Through their hearts, the magnets in their hearts, the magnets within your heart, you understand, is aligned a certain way. The pieces to the puzzle, you know what I'm saying? Everything is connected. You understand what I'm saying? So now you can see everything for what it is. You dig? And some people like that. Some people love it. Some people hate it. But guess what? If they did like it, tell them like this. You did like me, get like me. Don't did like me, get like me. You hear me? Don't did like me, get like me. Straight up. You feel me? And a lot of people want to live in darkness. A lot of people want to live with skeletons in their closet. A lot of people don't want to do the inner work. You doing the inner work. You dealing with the shadow of the soul, you know what I'm saying? Shadow of the night. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with your dark side. You understand what I'm saying? You taking out all the darkness, the unnecessary darkness. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what give you that glow. You doing that inner work. You know what I'm saying? You not at war with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You not inside yourself pulling the fucking weeds out and shit all damn day. You in this motherfucking garden planting seeds, collecting fruit. You know what I'm saying? And trimming some of these motherfuckers. You dig? And that's what gives you that glow. You know what I'm saying? You in alignment with yourself. You secure with yourself. You feeling righteous. You eating righteous. You thinking righteous. You smelling righteous. You understand what I'm saying? That's what gives you that motherfucking glow. You hear me? You go and do the extra mile that they're not doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what give you that glow, bro? It's like a car when it's dirty, right? The car don't look as fire and don't capture as much attention as it do when it's clean, right? So when you saving your life force essence, spirit retention, sperm retention, semen retention, you understand what I'm saying? You allowing your vehicle on a physical, on a mental, and a spiritual level to always be able to access the car wash and stay clean, stay fresh. You understand what I'm saying? And stay viggy and stay vibrant. Stay viggy and stay vibby, you know what I'm saying? Vigorous and vibrant, you know what I'm saying? All through the paint, you know what I'm saying? Candy painted, you know what I'm saying? Candy, right? You hear me? Candy painted coming through this bitch like you on slabs and shit. That's how it is when you on SR and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta come down the street revving your engines and shit, but everybody know, hey, that's a Ferrari, that's a Maybach, you know what I'm saying? You done updated your body kit, you done updated your engines and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Now you could go through more horsepower, you understand what I'm saying? Like, people ain't willing to go through this, you know what I'm saying? When you go the extra mile, you just can't be measured. You understand what I'm saying? They could see the lumens. They could see the lumens. You understand what I'm saying? They could see the